Nisuenggawa sakantinan Independence Day ni namas kaniko onchinga. Daalo na simang na Hub News Meghalaya adoko India asuni chang sochni bonga jakadel wani maniani bakrangko joljol mesukatinga.
The Chief Guest will now inspect the contingents. Escorting the Chief Guest is Ivan Benson Dindo, MPS, the Parade Commander.
At 75, Azadi ka ang remote sa going to be Manila and Turkey. From a long way since the days of the struggle by our forefathers, the year 2022 is also the 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Has been driven by putting people first. And I've always believed in the one thing that drives me in every decision that I make and every day when I wake up, which is to be able to make a positive difference in a person's life, no matter how small or how big it is. I keep telling all my colleagues, my officers, my team, and all the people that I meet, that there's a reason why we have been given this opportunity by God Almighty to be here and to serve the people of the state for the last 4.5 years. And I tell them that it's not that we are ministers or chief minister. That is not the kind of mindset that I would like to work with. But I would like to see that we dedicate ourselves to our people. And that's what has driven us in the last 4.5 years to do what we have been trying to do. And in all the process that we have moved forward, we have realized that so many things have been happening in the last 50 years in the state or last 75 years in this country. But we have not been able to get the maximum benefit and output out of it. Somewhere there's been a lack in implementation of things. Somewhere there's been a lack in the monitoring of the schemes. Somewhere there's been a lack in the capacity building of our officials and of our political leaders. Somewhere there's been a gap in the delivery mechanism to the grassroots level. Somewhere we have not utilized the technologies that's available today to be able to achieve things in a much quicker and faster way. Sometimes we have missed that there's a holistic approach to everything rather than departments working in silos. And all these thought processes has driven us to do what we did in the last 4.5 years. Many political parties, governments have put it in their manifesto that border issue will be resolved. Many parties and leaders have spoken about it and they've tried their best to do something about it. And I thank each and every one of them. But it is this government that has taken that extra step forward to finally find a solution to the long pending issue of border dispute between Assam and Meghalaya. 50 years it could not happen. But we have started doing it in the last 5 years. And it's all because of the political will that we have. Because of the belief that we are here for a purpose and we would like to look back after 10, 20 years, 15 years and tell ourselves that we did not lose that opportunity to be able to serve the people of our state when we had it. We did not shy away from the challenge and the tough decision we had to take when it came in front of us. I would not want to look back and regret that we did not move ahead. And that's why it gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction to see that we have moved forward in this very, very complicated situation. We face a lot of challenges. Our leaders went to every village, met every stakeholder, met different community leaders, and then only we arrived at the MOU for the first 6 phases. I can assure you that we will resolve the next 6 locations also. And we have achieved and managed to bring hope, faith, and belief that things can happen, that things can change, that things can move forward, that we as Meghalaya can be the top 10 states in the country the next 10 years. I know it because I heard it and I felt it in the voice of Shri Mervel Shadap CM, the CM of Right Nongtung from Block 2. When he told us the meeting that he suffered for 50 years, they've been fighting with the people from the other side in terms of the state. They've been living in great difficulty. And then he had lost hope that the border issue will ever be resolved. But in that meeting he said that I have faith now. I have hope now, and I believe that in this government it can happen. Because you did it in the first 6 areas, I know that you can do it. I saw, I heard, and I felt it in his voice, that faith that he had, that this government will do it. And let me tell him, let me tell Shri Mervel Shadap CM, that I assure you that this government will find a solution and will bring an end to the suffering of the people who are living in the border areas. I saw the belief and the faith and the hope in the eyes of Raksan Sangma, who managed to do better than the international benchmark when he sprinted. And the hope in his eyes, the twinkle in his eyes, was that he will win the Olympic medal for Meghalaya one day. That's the hope and the faith and the belief he managed to bring out in Raksan Sangma, that now he has a chance that maybe one day, he will be able to win the Olympics for our state. We may have a lot of challenges and difficulties, but we have a lot of strength. Our strength is each one of you out here, our people. Our strength is our community. Our strength is our rich culture. Our strength is our resources. Our strength is our youth. And as I said, though we may have many challenges, if we can bring all of these strengths together and channelize them in the right way, work together, fight together, I can assure you there will be no challenge that we cannot overcome.
Tigat kalam mein मन से गुजरेंगे नंबर 1 लटान आगे निकला चल तीनों की में चला चलेगा
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an immense pride to present to you the 22 marching contingents saluting dies, and to take the salute now is the contingent of the BSF, led by Sub-Inspector Rajkumar Bhatti. Following the contingent of the BSF is now the contingent of the CRPF, led by Sub-Inspector Anand Mehta. Arriving at the saluting dies, and to take the salute now, the contingent of the SF-10, led by APSI Shanborlin Lingor. Taking the salute now is the NCC Boys contingent, led by Nasib R. Marak. Arriving at the saluting dies and taking the salute now. Arriving at the saluting dies and taking the salute now is the Bharat Scouts and Guides contingent, led by Josiah Nevin Nongrum. Arriving at the saluting contingent from St. Mary's Higher Secondary School, Shillong, led by Midian Harnayor and Lakandev S. Bakma. School, led by Prateek Kumar Roy. The salute now is the contingent of St. Anthony's High Secondary School, led by Prateek Kumar Roy. Following St. Anthony's High Secondary School and taking the salute now is Nongra Presbyterian Secondary School, led by Sanda Kermen Bengrok. Following Nongra Presbyterian Secondary School and taking the salute now is Holy Cross School Nongman Song, led by Anushka Thapa. Multi-Purpose Higher Secondary School, led by Commander Meva Donbok Malanyang. Another rural school participating with us in this year's Independence Day Parade is the Unitarian Higher Secondary School, Puliang, under Mountain Penengsi and RD Block, led by Commander Mevan Janai Nongro. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, adding resplendence and grandeur to our Independence Day Parade is the Assam Rifles Public School Horse Contingent, led by Jonalyn Bakansu.
Let's give a round of applause to the dogs and the handlers for the performance. The explosive detection drill will be performed by explosive sniffer dog Daisy along with handler and pinetail. The handler will be given commanders. The dog signals that there is an explosive substance in the box. Handler is confirming the existence of an explosive. Yes, it is confirmed that the box contains explosive substances. Please give a round of applause to the dog and the handler. The dog has given a signal to his master. Handler is confirming the existence of narcotic substances. Yes, it is confirmed that the box contains narcotic substances. Please give a round of applause to the dog and the handler. Round of applause for Daisy. Second, Elsa. A round of applause for Elsa, please. Third is Buck. And Bob finally is Cairo. A round of applause for the dogs.
The champions of this year's Independence Day Parade, St. Mary's Higher Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for the winners and for all the participating schools, especially the two schools that have joined us from Mount Plum, CNRT block and Mount
and Marak, Chief Whip Government of Meghalaya, and our local MLA of Williamnagar constituency, which will be followed by hoisting of the flag and the national anthem. May I request all the citizens to rise up for this occasion. Today's parade commander is Sri Anthony C.H. Moman, MPS, Deputy Superintendent of Police, East Garo Hills, Meghalaya.
Mongsokepa Sokepako Delengkepa Sri Anthony C.H. Moman, MPS, Deputy Superintendent of Police, East Garo Hills, Meghalaya.
Second in charge and commanded by Sri John Salendra Moman, Inspector of Police, East Garo Hills, Meghalaya. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only local MLA, Sri Marcus N. Marak, Chief Whip Government of Meghalaya.
Shillong, Parade Commander, Parade, pull!
Ajeng asong jakde long awni besi sosni bunga sokani ko Azadi ka Amrut Mahotsav ini maningon anga megala aura chini Williamnagar East Garrels ni prak repengrang na kachan salam ko onat na ska ya chini adok megala na ba na main big basal unginga maina ajini state songcheng awni besi sot bunga gaga pani ko anching maninga Indiani jaketel belongin gamsat keba ongah. Maina ancheng jaketel ongani anchi parigri manaha. Aru wara chakeba matgir krangko dalu gisek terata. Anchini asongko delang keba Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, aru Subhash Chandra Bose, jemangan aga sakni dalpat keba demokrasi ko kelahacem Wamang ko mandiran ko dakna kraa. Jangi tangkong kangi atini songna waracak ba utirot sing ukyang nungba aro patongan ning manja kuba ia salwa ceng rasong cabian baksa gisut raata. Ia mongsong ba salo anga atini achka songni aro Meghalaya state ni plak repingrang nanti ki Vietnaska Antuni adokni sipairang dolrang koba mandira di gisratna namnika maina wamang bobrang baksa dakriki antuni state na ba siya songna ngaljokanina aro tuktumanina jangi galaha kasarar pirang batang kemen jarango mekha jembiaci antuni state to dakbia gemani rangko chagrongaha Anjuni adokni baka biak rangon chi bana banda paha aro aruda panyo sigba manderangni luktang rangna anga kalempa ni katako jana patenga ya aselo luktang ko gemat keba manderangni duk saknani kuba anga bicake jana patna kita ska endake duko ka akapa manderangna anjuni deputy commissioner rang aro district administration Taraken dakchakani ko sokataha. Adok Sorkari aro Indian Air Force bakrami South Garo Hills aro South West Khasi Hills ni district rangni nosto ngau kaakpa songranguna nanggepa bosturangko aro chaali-rangko sokatangaha. Meghalaya Agricultural Response Vehicle Scheme ko ba abachingati unaha. Jekon mangemen sak rchagni gami chakabarang gari ko brena geda 50% subsidy ko matinga. Food processing sector ko nambalat na gada Northeast Food Shoni second edition ko ya bersini me jao ungatangaha ya bersini edition of food processing o badung chiwalani fruit wines lakadong turmeric organic farming ko mungsong kabak ni raha sakr chagni sotprina batte bakra gebarang aro India ro gepel nak songni sakr chasa break barang ko break barang bakko raha jechin ya ko ya jolo dal bakba food expo ngataha mission jackfruit ni ningao samadana sini tebrong ni ya mission ko Shillong ni Institute of Hotel Management o skangba techno incubation center ko hazal gani kulgani bersini me jao Tariko kumprake unaha. Ya tebrongani ko namgebat chaani bosurang ko thariye aro bukotin ba tebrong ge kebarang aro badan siwal kebarang na dakchakani ko nagda ya senjali muksongani umha.
The first contingent is from MLP East Garo Hills DEF contingent, commanded by KPSI Shillong Woman.
MLP is currently DEF contingent, Corporation Kota ABSI Strong Woman.
The first contingent MLP East Garo Hills DEF contingent. we have MLT Battalion commanded by ABS and Mitsala Power.
Unit Badon, 5th Battalion, Donrang, Ukor Edelenga by ABSI, Mitsalan Power.
The Scout contingent commanded by Mr. Santosh Armara, flag bearer Mr. Blazingstone D. Sangma.
Katam Badon, Scout Donrang, Santos Armara, Edelenga.
The Guide contingent commanded by Mr. Chira M. Sangma.
Unit Guide Donrang, Edelenga by Mr. Tura M. Sama.
The 5th, we have Longring Government Higher Secondary Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Deganchi C.H. Marab.
Bunga Kupa, Longring Government Higher Secondary School, District
6th, we have Longring Government Higher Secondary Boys Contingent. 8th, we have Sacred Heart Higher Secondary Boys Contingent, commanded by Mr. Thingchak N. Sangma.
Nigba, Sacred Heart Higher Secondary School, Yasado, Ukor Edelenga, Mr. Thingchak and Sangma.
Here we have Sacred Heart Higher Secondary School Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Anosa I. Sangma.
Unidaman, Sacred Heart Higher Secondary School, Nature Zone, Ukor Edelenga, Miss Anosa I. Sangma.
9th, we have JND Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Mutumchi N. Sangma.
Unidamano, JND, Nature Zone, Ukor Edelenga, Miss Mutumchi and Sangma. Unidamano, Temple Secondary School, Nature Zone, Ukor Edelenga, Miss Asandera Armara.
13th contingent, we have Vidya Mandir Secondary Boys Contingent, commanded by Mr. Prekayan D. Sangma.
Dol Chikangapa, Vidya Mandar Secondary School ni Miasa Dorang, Ukor Edelenga, Major Ramki Mara.
We have the same school girls contingent, commanded by Miss Kichira M. Sangma.
Unidamano, Roaring Model Definitive Secondary School ni Major Dol, Ukor Edelenga, Miss Kechira and Sama.
On 21st, we have Mount Pinwell Secondary Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Alina M. Sangma.
Unidamano, Mount General Secondary School ni Major Dol, Aruko Miss Alina and Sama.
We have Mount Pinwell Secondary Boys Contingent, commanded by IGDL C.H. Mara.
Unidamano, General Secondary School ni Miasa Dol, Aruko Igerian CS Mara.
We have Ebuser Higher Secondary School Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Trijania S. Sangma.
Unidamano, Edusher Higher Secondary School ni Major Dol, Aruko Christiania and Sama.
We have Ebuser Higher Secondary School Boys Contingent, commanded by Mr. Gula M. Sangma.
Edusher Higher Secondary School ni Miasa Dol, Urako Mr. Gula and Sama.
The 25th contingent, we have Junior Higher Secondary School Boys Contingent, commanded by Mr. Chesterfield N. Sangma.
Unidamano, Rebaingapa Greenyard Higher Secondary School ni Miasa Dol, Aruko Mr. Chesterfield and Sama.
We have 26th contingent, the Greenyard High Secondary School Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Ramkamchi K. Sangma.
Unidamano, Atsuno Makau Yangaba Greenyard Higher Secondary School ni Major Dol, Aruko Miss Ramkamchi K. Sama.
27th contingent, we have Trinity Secondary School Boys Contingent, commanded by Mr. Watsonberg N. Sangma.
Unidamano, Rebaingapa Miss Trinity Secondary School ni Miasa Dol, Aruko Mr. Walsenberg and Sangma. Unidamano, Trinity Secondary School ni Major Dol, Uko Miss Dosanchi and Mara.
29th contingent, we have Parental Secondary School Boys Contingent, commanded by Mr. Jahaldo Nimoman.
Unidamano, Parental Secondary School ni Miasa Dol, Aruko Mr. Jahaldo Nimoman.
30th contingent, we have Farendal Secondary Girls Contingent, commanded by Miss Tinam Tisangma.
Uli da Mano Farendal Secondary School ni Asado, Ano Kusa Takado di Montana.
Last but not least, we have the lively band, music band of Farendal Secondary School for boys and girls. What we witness just now is the
आज सभी भारतीय आज़ादी के 75 साल पूरे होने का जश्न मना रहे हैं। ऐसे में सरकार विषय के सभी भारतवासियों को स्वतंत्रता दिवस पर जश्न मनाने के लिए प्रेरित कर रही है। कहा जाता है कि हमारे पहले राष्ट्रपति श्री जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी ने पहला राष्ट्रीय ध्वज को फहराया था। आज स्वतंत्रता दिवस के इसी अवसर पर हर घर तिरंगा अभियान का आयोजन किया गया है और इसका मकसद है देशवासियों को देश की मिट्टी से जोड़ने का एक पहल है। लोयोला स्कूल के बच्चे प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं हर घर तिरंगा। इस तिरंगा के नीचे 28 राज्यों में करोड़ों की आबादी है। अलग अलग भाषा बोलने वाले हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई और कई अन्य धर्मों के लोग भाईचारे के साथ रहते हैं। हर घर तिरंगा देश की मिट्टी से जुड़ने की भावनात्मक पहल है। देश की आन बान शान है तिरंगा। हर भारतवासी की पहचान है तिरंगा। थाम कर हाथों में हाथ नए भारत के निर्माण की अलग जगहें देकर एक दूसरे का साथ हर शहर, गांव और हर घर में तिरंगा फहराएं।
हर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा। हर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा। तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, सिंगा झंडा मन मन गु त्रिवर्णा।
मेरा मुल्क मेरा देश मेरा ये वतन, शांति का उन्नति का प्यार का चमन। मेरा मुल्क मेरा देश मेरा ये वतन, शांति का उन्नति का प्यार का चमन। अंगियाची राम सुने, अंगिया माना सुने, सबसे गलगल बोलसा, abrimandu patasa nito beya, abrini asunsa. Uamnigar hills namochim raso, kapamsina jaso nitaso. On this 75th anniversary of our country's independence, we the students of Edisha Higher Secondary School, present you a short skit of the essence of India. India is one country, one nation, and we love one country. And we dance to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and salute
Salute our tricolor. Thank you.
The representative of Dobu PHC collecting the award from our esteemed chief guest. Thank you. A representative from Songsak PHC being awarded by our local MLA, our chief guest. Next, we have the award from the social welfare department, Srimati Junita Sangma. Kasabay rakke japadogana, Anchini Ma Junita Sangma.
Lambat ka pa Anganwadi worker.
Next, we have Srimati Jendalis Mara, Anganwadi worker of Rongchek Songatam. I rakke japadogana, Anchini Ma Agaba Jendalis Marana, they are Rongchek Songatamni from Sacred Heart School in the event shot put. He won the gold medal under 14 category. Number 2, we have Sri Ram KCH Mara from Chidekre UP School. He won the silver medal in discus throw under 16. I rappe japadogana Sri Ram KCH Mara. Silver medal manaha 300 meter race under 16 anima rank. Next we have Srimati Najim Jimoman from Williamnagar from Sunbeam Secondary School. She got a silver medal under 18 in the event javelin throw. Next, we have Sri Kalbin B. Marak from Rongreng Government Higher Secondary School. Kalbin B. Marak. He got the silver medal in 400 meter race under 18 category. Next, we have Sri Nisan C.H. Marak from Rongreng Government Higher Secondary School. He won the silver medal under 18 category in the event 400 meter race. Next, we have Sri Chungkam R. Sangma, silver medal under 14 category in the shot put. Sri Chungkam R. Sangma from Rongreng Government Higher Secondary School won the silver medal under 18 4x400 relay race. Sri Ajay R. Marak from Green Yard Secondary School in the same event of 4x400 relay race. He also won the silver medal. He also won the silver medal under 18 in the event 4 into 400 relay race. We have Srimati Thangmachi and Mara from Rongreng Baija UP School. She won the bronze medal under 18 category in the event javelin throw. The bronze medal in the high jump under 16 category. Easter Saljang Samba from Sacred Heart School. He took part in Khelo India Games Football 2022 held in Haryana. He won the bronze medal under 19 category. Last but not least, we have Kenny Royal A. Sangma. He also took part in the football Khelo India Games in 2022 held in Haryana. He won the bronze under 19 category from St. Anthony's College, Shillong.
Sauba ya association wa nakani de rambo na partners body kursi bunga oni wa mangra chakinga. Wamani Dr. Lingaba King Course Master Sir Desponti Sama Uwa
देश के निवासी सभी जान एक है रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक है हिंद देश के निवासी सभी जान एक है रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक है तेरा गुलाब जूही चंपा चमेली तेरा गुलाब जूही चंपा चमेली प्यारे प्यारे फूल फूटे माला में एक है
Bird and Sangma and Trinity Boys Nirana Laguma Dia Singna Trinity Secondary School ni Singna runner sapungi wa tao press correct kaniya. Now we have the first the winner, and that goes to Ferrento Memorial Secondary School girls. On behalf of Ferrento Memorial Secondary Girls contingent, Tenam Chitti Sangma is receiving the award. Let us give a big round of applause to Ferrento Memorial Secondary School Girls contingent. Let us give a big round of applause to their students from Loyola Secondary School for their patriotic dance.
Baik semua, Asal Dinas Perbanas Perakot, naik Perak Komandan, naik Perak UIC, Murid Kedindan, Perak Dinas Penggalian, hadirin semua.
Our Honourable Chief Guest, the Deputy Chief Minister of Meghalaya, is now inspecting.
We also recollect with pride the personal contributions by the patriots of our own state, Utirot Singh, Ukyang Nomba and Patukan Sangma, for their selflessness and steadfast devotion to the cause of our freedom. On this solemn occasion, I also respectfully remember the sacrifices made by martyrs from the armed forces, paramilitary forces and the police forces of our country who have laid down their lives in protecting our national frontiers, safeguarding our nation's sovereignty and fighting against terrorism. To the families of those persons who have lost their life due to the recent floods and landslide in various parts of our state, I also share the pain of those families who have been displaced and rendered homeless due to this disaster. Our Deputy Commissioners and the District Administration have acted swiftly by providing relief measures to those affected. The State Government, with the aid of the Indian Air Force, proactively carried out airdropping of relief materials, including food items to the cut-off villages in the South Garo Hills and Southwest Khasi districts. I'm happy to inform the citizens of the state that in a historic development, the HNLC has expressed its willingness for unconditional talks without any preconditions and within the ambit of the Constitution of India. The peace talks have started and the state government is committed to ensure that the talks are concluded at the earliest to bring lasting peace to the state. We are thankful to the Government of India for the support received in initiating and taking the talks forward. The program's objective is to reach all the 4.5 lakh rural households of the state. It gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction to say that in less than 1.5 years, the program has benefited about 3 lakh households, and it has been estimated that in another 3 months, it will be able to saturate all the rural households in the state. I'm happy to inform that our government has accorded special focus and attention on improving the livelihood of the bottom 20% poorest of the poor household by giving each household about 10,000 worth of livestock package identified by the Village Employment Council.
Followed by Parade Second Commander. Going past the saluting base is Platoon Number 1, led by Kidi Moman, 2nd Battalion, Goiragre, one of the oldest battalions of the Meghalaya Police. Passing the saluting base is Platoon Number 2, led by Sergei Moman, Sub-Inspector, SF-10, or the Special Force 10. Going past the saluting base, led by Denjabel A. Sangma, Armed Branch. Junior Under Officer Aramba Armanak is now leading his platoon number 6, the NCC male contingent of the Don Bosco. Platoon number 7 led by Lily Mary Armarak now passing the... 9 is the NCC female contingent of the... Sergeant Rian Emara now passing the saluting base along with his platoon number 10, followed by Sergeant Bilex Pimara leading his Boy Scouts of the St. Mary's Higher Secondary School
Xem các hiện đại yêu ai na du ba ki won song ki lo living in your arms we feel so proud as you can see together
The last fish is eaten, and the last drop of water is consumed. Let us not reach to such a dire situation.
Secured the second rank at the SSLC examination. He is currently a Sri Ramyang Nilap Chakraborty is the only son of Srimati Nita Chakraborty. Chetna Bose was a student of Sherwood School, Tura, and had topped the SSLC examination of Sri Ravikant Agarwal and Srimati Babita Agarwal. Study of Gara Kanchan and Awe. On the topic Influence of the Bible on Garo Poetry, a study of major poets. He is the principal of Don Bosco College, Tura, Higher Secondary Section. And next we have He has won the device to track purses and wallets stolen from pockets. Mara. He has taken the utmost care of the magazine guard of the unit, a very sensitive area, with utmost dedication and commitment. He has not only contributed by serving the department loyally, but also he has set an example to all the fellow personnel remaining loyal to the service. Therefore, in order to convey the appreciation for his hard work and dedication she is capable of, which she deserves to be duly recognized and appreciated, apart from her assigned duties, she is attached to the pension branch, always proved his loyalty towards the department by fulfilling the entire assigned task. No said no to anyone who was in need of help or assistance. During his 33 years of service in the office of the Commandant 2nd Battalion ML.
NCC Boys, Tura Government College, Tura. Second place, Tura Government Boys, NCC Boys, Nasimangba Don Bosco College, Tura, NCC Girls, Baksa, NCC Boys, sharing today's award with Don Bosco College, Tura, and making their way, the winners. We will move on to the cultural programs. In the second position, we have one of the renowned, the students of Captain Williams Secondary School, Tura. The winners of the cultural program for today, St. John's Secondary School, Chibragri.
Shimon! Shimon! आज का स्वतंत्रता दिवस परेड पर एक परेड कमांडर, एक परेड 2IC और 31 कंटिंजेंट आपके निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर है। शिमन! जय शिमन!
Happy Independence Day, Happy Warok. Kejindap wanya busan senem yang ri India yang next ni. Ikblay Happy Day, Jing South Shuk, Jing Chit. Way rangkat ikut bok keduen. Cuma kelam ini speech yang aku ikblay terpang Happy Warok. Kiman bay kiman pa kilo kue menipor. A very happy Independence Day to each and everyone present here. God bless. Kipara no Shillong, bay jonga. Hagani the sneak crowd, jonga jingdap niya pusan stem ke jingyo lailud ke India. Ya kapan lirthi kum ka azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. Ngai the king kuplay a pre kipa no Shillong ke Meghalaya. Kini kalong ru kasnem kebansa jingken mau. Ya ka jilla Meghalaya be jogi kabaraki ya ka jingdap san posnem ka jingyo yela ka jilla ka Tura.
Jowai, commanded by Mr. Bethel Hegde Malam. Following them is the Government Boys Higher Secondary School Jowai, taking salute and commanded by Mr. Aswan Bale.
Sang saday sa kantina Independence Day ni namaskani ko one ya program ko matsudatta.